baby, and she didn't do it. But we ended up writing the songs with Joe, our composer, and it was super fun. I don't know how to write a musical, so I wouldn't want to do it. It sounds really hard. You know, you have to go in previews. You have to really rework the show a million times until it works. It sounds really, really hard. But I wouldn't say never. Like, it sounds like maybe it could work. I don't know. Do you want one?
Yeah.
It's very to contemplate.
Not a question so much as a quick thank you. First, my name is Scott, so thank you for that. Second, one of my roommates in college was a Mirvish, and so for years I've been hearing about Honest Ed's.
Honest Ed is Ed Mirvish.
Yes, Ed Mirvish. And so seeing it in the book and then seeing it in real life, it was a joy and a glory, and I thank you for that. The anime, it was wonderful. Appreciated being able to go back to that world, and that last bit, that Toronto that you create, it's the Toronto that I want to see in the world. I love it when I'm there. My daughter is here. She's 21, so she's in that.
She's almost old enough to read Scott Pilgrim.
And when she went to Toronto for the first time, one of my best friend's daughters took her on a Scott Pilgrim tour. That was how she was introduced to Toronto, was with the Toronto, and taking her to the places of the book. So thank you for all that.
Thank you. I love hearing that, the Toronto tour thing. It's funny because it's like such a tiny piece of the city that you're not seeing anything. You're seeing like a hole in the wall, literally. Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Hello. First, I just want to say I love your work.
Thank you.
And second, you touched on like the morally gray aspects, and for all the debate that happens around the series, when you were writing it or when you watch any of the adaptations or working on them, is there kind of a message that comes out? Do you see, or do you imagine one in mind?
Like a general message? I don't know. I think that's for other people.
What's something that you did in the beginning that you absolutely got right, and what's something that you wish you could go back and do differently?
What's something that I did right, and what's something that I would do differently, especially in the early days? I think it's always going to boil down to like dumb process physical stuff for me. Like I drew the comic on small paper that I could scan in my small printer that only cost $99. Or a scanner, sorry, it's not printer, scanner. Yeah, I don't know, working fast and being able to kind of not bite off more than I can chew. Is that the right metaphor? Yeah, I didn't aim super high in the early days, so that helped a lot. I got onto the kind of like first steps of the staircase to success or whatever. And what did I do wrong? I don't know. I signed a contract that I shouldn't have. I was like at 25. I mean, like, but then that led me where I am today, and I didn't suffer too much from it. So it's hard to say. It's really hard for me to like pin anything down. It's like, did I do anything right or anything wrong? I really can't even hardly say right now. It's like somehow I keep landing on my feet. So yeah, just work hard, draw small, draw fast, and try to keep it within your limitations, I guess.
Thank you.
Thank you. Don't tell anyone else.
Hi, so the emotional core near the end of the books feels a lot of Scott realizing that he's not necessarily the protagonist of everyone's story.
If you like cartoons, movies, books, music, I demand you subscribe to this channel. Subscribe, be prepared. Subscribe or be prepared for doom. Do not resist. Do not resist. Subscribe. Subscribe. Subscribe.